Good evening, students. Myself R.S. Jha from Department of BSc IT, KS College Saraikela under Kolhan University. Students, today I am going to teach you BSc IT SEM 5th paper number BITC12, that is Data Communication and Computer Networking. In today's topic, we are going to study what is datagram network and virtual circuit network, what is switching and its types. So, first is what is virtual circuit network and datagram network. So, virtual circuit networks are connection oriented network. It means in which there is a dedicated connection between the client and the server or the sender and the receiver, whereas datagram network is connectionless network. It means in which there is no dedicated path or there is no pre-reservation of resources in datagram network. So first let's study what is virtual circuit network. So computer networks that provide connection oriented services are called virtual circuit. It is called connection oriented network because there is a reservation of resources like CPU, bandwidth, buffers, etc. for the time in which the newly set up virtual circuit is going to be used by a data transfer session. So, in virtual circuit, first the information or the data which we want to send is divided into packets. Now in virtual circuit, the first packet that is sent to the receiver carries a header address and the rest of the packet follows the path of the first packet that is sent. So first packet in the virtual circuit goes and reserve resources for the rest of the packet, which as a result follow the same path for the whole connection time. Since all the packets are going to follow the same path, a global header is required only for the first packet of the connection, as I have told you previously, and other packets generally don't require the global headers. Since data follow a particular dedicated path, in virtual circuit there is a dedicated path between the client and the server. So in virtual circuit, packets reach in order to the destination. It means the order in which the packets were sent by the sender, in that order only it is received at the destination. In virtual circuit switching, it is sure that all the packets will definitely reach to the destination. Why? How we can confirm that? Because the resources are pre-reserved in virtual circuit network. So it is confirmed that whatever packets were sent by the sender will definitely reach the receiver. Okay? From the above points, it can be concluded that virtual circuits are highly reliable means of transfer. Yes, it is rightly said, because the packet that will be sent will be received definitely by the receiver. Since Each time a new connection has to be set up with reservation of resources and extra information handling at routers, so it is costly. Virtual circuit setup is costly because every time the user or the sender wants to send information, it needs to reserve certain resources, so it is costly. Now, where the virtual circuits are used, it is used by the ATM network, that is asynchronous transfer mode, which is used for telephone calls. Now, second is datagram network. As I have already told you, datagram network are connectionless network or connectionless services. In datagram network, there is no need for reservation of resources, as there is no dedicated path for the whole connection session. So in datagram networks, all packets are free to go to any path or any intermediate router which is decided on the go by dynamically changing routing tables on routers. Since in datagram network every packet is free to choose any path, all packets must be associated with header, that is our address. In datagram network, in virtual circuit network, we have studied that the header packet or the first packet which is sent only needs to carry the header or the address. But in datagram network, since every packet is free to move on any path, it can choose any path to reach the destination, so every packet needs to carry the header address with proper information about the source and the upper layer data. The connectionless property of datagram network makes data packet reach the destination in any order. Since there is no dedicated path in datagram network, so the order of the reaching of the packet is not in proper order. Means they need not reach in the order in which they were sent, like we have seen in virtual circuit network. So datagram networks are not reliable as virtual circuit. Means the packet may reach to the destination, or it may happen that the packet may be lost. Some packets may be lost during the transfer. So the major drawback of datagram packet switching is if the buffer, CPU and bandwidth are available, then the only packet will be forwarded, otherwise packet will be discarded. But it is always easy and cost efficient to implement this network, as there is no extra headache of reserving resources, making dedicated path for the connection, etc. Now where it is used? It is generally used in the IP network, which is used for data services like internet. Now, as you can see in the diagram, this is the diagram of datagram network as well as virtual circuit network. As you can see in virtual circuit network, there is a dedicated path between the user and the receiver, and all the packets are following the same path to reach the destination as denoted by the dotted lines. But in datagram network there is no dedicated path, so every packet may choose a different path to reach the destination. As you can see, packet 1 followed the upper path to reach the destination, packet 2 followed a different path to reach the destination. Now next topic we are going to study is switching. So what is switching? In large networks, there may be more than one path for transmitting data from sender to receiver. Selecting a path that data must take out of the available option is called switching. Switching means selection of a path for the packet to reach the destination. So there are different types of switching. First is circuit switching, second is packet switching, and third is message switching. Now let's study about the different types of switching. First is circuit switching. In circuit switching, between two nodes there is a dedicated channel for the transmission of data. Means there is a dedicated path between two nodes for transmission of data in circuit switching. The circuit is dedicated between two nodes. The channel guarantee full bandwidth of the channel for the transmission. Since there is a dedicated path, मतलब उसी दो कंप्यूटर के लिए वो पाथ रिजर्व किया गया है सर्किट स्विचिंग में. सो वो चैनल जो है वो दो कंप्यूटर के द्वारा ही यूज़ किया जा सकता है. तीसरा कोई कंप्यूटर उसमें अगर डेटा सेंड करना चाहे तो नहीं सेंड कर सकता है. सो द सर्किट in circuit switching there is a dedicated path between the two nodes. So whole bandwidth of the channel is reserved for transfer of data between these two computers only. The circuit switching is mainly used for voice circuits. As you can see in the diagram, there is a computer A or user A and another computer B. Now since it is circuit switching, so there is a dedicated path between the computer A and B, as you can see in the diagram. So these channel is reserved for data transmission between computer A and computer B only. No other computer can transmit between these two channels for the time being. It is used by computer A and B. Next is packet switching. Now what is packet switching? In packet switching, the information or the data that the client want to send to the server is divided into different packets, small packets, and then these packets travel from the source to the destination. So in this type of switching, data are passed as several small packets. These packets are the small portion of larger messages broken into small packets. Each packet have some control instruction to process the data. As you can see in the diagram, user A and user B are sending the information in the form of packets, and it is reaching the destination user C and user D. Now the third one is the message switching. In message switching, each node receives and stores data in a small memory called buffer. That means in message switching, the information that need to be passed is sent by the user. Now the user send the information to another computer. Now that another computer stores that message and it further checks the next computer that it is free or not. If it is free, then it passes the message to another computer. In this way, the message passes till it reaches the destination. Means in message switching, the message data is passed and it is stored and checked by the next computer. Then it moves to another next computer, again it is stored there and checked, then it is passed to another computer till it reaches the destination. Next, the switch looks for another link of the router for forwarding the message, as I have told you now. This link is selected by routing algorithm. While some link is busy, the message is stored in the buffer space, providing a queue priority for the message inside the buffer. Means a queue is maintained by the buffer, so as it reaches a computer, it is stored in the buffer, and further it is checked that the next destination or the next computer is free or available for the passage of the information or not. If it is free, then it is moved along. If it is not free, then the message is stored here only until the next computer is free. So that's it for now, student. Hope you have learnt about datagram network, virtual circuit network and switching techniques. If you have any doubt or queries, you can ask me in the comment section below. Thank you for joining.